Hey guys, Dan with Sprouts, Greens and More. So I'm breathing a little hard. I'm actually working. You can see my hands are dirty. So I'm gonna run you through my greenhouse real quick. And I was supposed to do my front yard, but I got sidetracked. It was in my back garden, and I'm gonna show you some things that I'm working on today. And we're gonna go over here and kind of check this out. So I've really been working really hard to get everything ironed out. So this is the bed, and I planted some carrots right here, and if you can see, there's no carrots. Sorry about that line. So there's no carrots popping up right now, but there was a little radish. That looks like a little, if you can see that, that's a little radish right there popping up. So let me view this out. So I've really been cleaning up around here and trying to get things organized and cleaned up for the videos. And anyway, sorry for the shadow too. So I planted some arugula, and usually it comes up really fast, and that seed was about a year old. Now if you look right there, you can see that I've got some radishes sprouting, and you can actually see this one coming up by the irrigation. So we are getting some radishes, and like right there you can see one. So the radish is coming up. You can actually see some on top of the soil right there. And then I'm just going to kind of push them in, and you can actually see that it's actually starting to sprout. So hopefully the arugula will start coming in too. And like I said, I'm going to run you through my greenhouse now, and we can kind of check it out. Let me make sure my mic's on. Cause I tell you, man, like it's a challenge doing videos. Like, I'm a gardener, now I gotta be cameraman and soundman and editing. So hopefully I can get back. So this is the inside of my greenhouse, and you can see I did a bunch of line trellising, and you can see the spools that feed the line trellis. And I've got the old tomatoes in here, and everything's still growing. Like, the water's still been on, but when you don't really cut everything, it gets yellow leaf, and you don't pick the yellow leaf off, it gets really bad. So so we're gonna go over here. Like, it's a pain in the butt to even get through it. And you can see now in here I have 5/8 irrigation, and then I have the drip emitters, the one that I like in here. Most of them are that way. But I was looking over here, and like, I have a nice tomato right there, and like, that's the way it's supposed to look. So obviously it dropped some seed in here, and that's pretty much a new tomato plant. And anyway, it looks really good compared to this stuff that's all yellow, but it's still growing. Like, there's cobwebs in here. And then when I was doing the farmer's market, I was doing a bunch of plants. So what I did was I took everything out of the planters, and I'm saving the containers, because containers are expensive. Like, it cost me to buy like 350 containers for the market. It cost me $100. So I have a rack out here, and of course the greenhouse is thrashed too. It's like when I got hurt and it was just hurt my back, and like I couldn't do nothing. So I'm getting back on track, and yeah, I built my greenhouse off my house, and it's been great. Like, I built this greenhouse, and it's been great. Like, I think it's like 30 by 17 across. That glass door on that side, I found that, and I built the bracket to hold the glass in there. And you can actually slide that door open, and then I put wire around it for trellising. That didn't really work out that great, but anyway, so we got the spools. You can kind of see the line trellising, and I'm going to try to close up on that. Hopefully it's in focus. And I built this greenhouse 3 years ago, and it's good. It's been good. So I'm going to finish cleaning this up this week, and I'll kind of give you an overview. I'm going to do some cloning of that tomato. I'm not sure what it is, though. It's probably a cherry tomato or some kind of beefsteak. I had a lot of beefsteaks in here, and you can see, like, I put everything in bags, and that's why when I'm walking around and you see a bunch of soil, like ocean forest and all that, I go to the hydro store and use that kind of soil because I think they sell the best soil. And then again, look who showed up. Like, he's always with me, you guys. So, and yeah, I let him go and do his thing. And does he destroy stuff once in a while? Once in a while. But he's my best friend, besides my wife. So anyway, just rambling. I wanted to show on the video my greenhouse, and we're gonna get this thing kind of moved around and ready to go, so that way we can start some new tomatoes, clone them. I'm going to show you guys how I clone. I'm going to show, like a lot of people do one kind of cloning. I'm going to show you how to do like cloning like 3 to 4 different ways, and that way you guys can check it out and do it the way you want to do it. So the tomatoes are really easy to clone. Cloning trees is a little bit harder, but anyway, I had put a heater out here for my greenhouse during the winter. When it gets really cold, I'll stoke this thing up, and I've got it hooked to my gas meter right there. And by the way, PG&E said that's a legal hookup the way I did it. So he goes, I was one of the few that did it right, actually, with the flex line and bibbing off the meter. A lot of guys go before the gas. If you go before the gas meter, no, that's not legal, you guys. I have some buddies that have done that, and it didn't work out too good with them. PG&E will prosecute you. I've never done it, but anyway, little heads up on that one. You don't want to hook up before electrical meter or gas meter. Both of those companies frown, but I thought that was kind of funny. I had a friend, he actually did time for doing PG&E. Wonder what he was growing, huh? Anyway, some indoor gardening. And anyway, please subscribe and watch the video and like the video. And I hope you guys, I know the cleanups are kind of boring, but it'll set us up for my next videos on down the road. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye. Deanne here. So I found a artichoke in here. It was all weeded out. You can see where I pulled all the weeds. You know, I still got to weed out some of this right here. It's kind of root bound in there, but if you keep pulling it out, you can pull out all there's a big root in here, and this was actually artichoke too in here, and I was doing them in the greenhouse. I was seeing if they would do pretty good, and they did all right. I think I only got a couple off it. But anyway, again, just the one thing about gardening is whether you're doing indoor or outdoor or whatever, unless you're using really clean soil, and this soil I probably mixed up in my soil maker, which is an old cement mixer that I had one in my contracting days. You're always going to be pulling weeds, man. You can wear gloves, but I can never find a pair of gloves when I need it. So there's the artichoke, and then what I do on the garden and here on the line is I'll take a little stake and tie it around, or zip tie it to the irrigation, and then you can stake it down, and then you just put it in the thing, and then that way the drip is dripping right on the main part of the thing. And you can see where I had this one, and it's actually tied, and you can actually slide it down, see. And then I don't have any plants right here right now, but but I'll get some in here, and I'm probably going to rip out most of these, and then I'll do anything I find in here that's good, I'll show on video, because there's probably a lot of tomatoes underneath that might be good on some of this greener stuff. So I've been working my butt off doing these videos, just not the video part, just pulling weeds and cleaning up everything, because I really was so hurt and couldn't do anything. So anyway, that was a little clip there.